Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. On the Bears sideline, their head coach, Ben Johnson. His team sitting 5-1 in the early going. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get back at it. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. Number 1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there was some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine. Because there is no question, when this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
I'll give up the middle with Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Bears first down.
That's good for a Bears first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens, 22-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He gets this one to Moore. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Bears. That's his first touchdown this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
If you look back on the game prior to the bye week, Mike, I think that win is critical. Nobody wants to go into the bye week off of the loss, it just changes the energy in the building. Everyone starts questioning everything you're doing. You go in on a win, everyone takes a deep breath. You're very honest about what you need to continue to improve on coming out of the bye, and we'll find out in this one whether they made those corrections.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. Pass to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a first down.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll get about 2. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. A play fake. Now Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Chicago.
A gain of 14. And the Bears first down.
Here's Smith. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's second and 6. To throw is Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. A first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, it is Kyle Van Noy. In for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down. Now Williams. Man left side, that's Zacchaeus. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. To give credit to the defense, they were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Now, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Lamar going to work with the pistol. He's going to, and he'll take this one in. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself. On
the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7. They'll pull up for first and 10. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. A play fake. That is a Dafe Owe. Gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Third and long. Here's Williams exiting the pocket right. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now it's Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 41. Here's second and 5.
The 41-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a third down and 4. Jackson now. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jackson, this a design run. He'll take this forward for about 5. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 4. Design run here with Jackson.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Taking off. He'll try to get there. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38. Move those chains. First down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A give right up the middle to Henry. He'll get him behind his blockers. Get forward for a pickup of 3. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. It is second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They go right back to Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
give to Mitchell. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
27.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Second down, Jackson. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Mitchell. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
5-yard gain on the play.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
There's a give. Heading right. It's Henry. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Left side into the hands of Hoskins. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
That's another Baltimore first down.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. Jackson going to keep it himself. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. He's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Makes the score. Ravens 21. Bears 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Duvernay with the grab. And They're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bears first down.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Oh, that is downfield and caught by Zacchaeus. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. A return now from the 4. Then he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Go again here with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
Gain of 34 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. On the give, here's Henry to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. Whoa! He'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. On 1st and 10, it's Williams.
Williams pass complete to Devin Duvernay. It's a gain
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Williams.
The pass. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. Off the play fake, Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. Open man is beaten. He's got him. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Complete to number 7, Rashad Bateman.
On the ground, here's Henry. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's gotten enough. They convert on 3rd down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the tight end, Kohler. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Inside the 35, 20, 15, and he will score. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. That is some kind of run. Everything you love about a running back, using some of the power as well, Greg. to find his way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And as so often is the case, Mike, in the NFL, you just can't block every defender. Well, for this back, it doesn't matter. You said it. His power is what allowed him to break those tackles and find himself in the end zone.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Ravens 31, Bears 13.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll run. It's Henry. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. Rolling right. Now he takes off. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Makes the score Ravens 38, Bears 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Here's Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
And the Bears first down.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Trenton Simpson. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on first and second down are what led to that result on third. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on third and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
On the coverage.
Some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Moving outside the pocket, and Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Nate Wiggins on the tackle. He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Moore going in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. He gets this one to Moore. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Brenton Simpson. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game, number 4 on the season.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Going for it all. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's down. for the season. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Ravens 45, Bears 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Williams. To the right side. Caught by Burton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bears.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, Williams. That one on target to Moore. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
That's another Bears first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down Bears.
To the left side, he's got Komet. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first
It's
down.
a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 22-yard
Throw
line.
it again. It's Williams. Pushed out to his left. And he'll go into a slide here. He's going to mark him just a little short of the first
It's a
down.
gain of 3.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And
Now Ben Johnson has talked it over, decided to throw the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a first down. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Back at the 22-yard
looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. Caleb Williams. Touchdown Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
DeJounte Wester now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
3rd and short. Jackson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Ravens bring their punt team out. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. Ravens sending the punt team out there as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Swift. Wow, how he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play. It is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
To throw is Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. It comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. Inside the 25. And he will go all the way. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to cut into the deficit.
Bears 27.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38. up 2nd and 8.
Jackson going to keep it himself. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 42.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.